it's not the fish that I'm after whenever I'm going fishing. If I'm just fishing for fun, I'm fishing for peace. I'm fishing maybe to find myself again. I'm fishing to just enjoy Mother Nature, to have that one-on-one conversation with the man upstairs. There's so many different reasons to go fishing, and for me, it's just a very therapeutic experience. My name's Kalon Johnson. I'm an outdoor ambassador for Explore Houma. I've been fishing my entire life. I started kayak fishing some years ago whenever I was at Nicholls State University, and after I got that kayak, I never looked back. So my first memory of fishing, I was a young kid, and I can always remember my uncles coming down the street when I was at my grandmother's house in his little green truck, and he had his fishing poles and a bucket in the back of the truck, and I used to always beg for him to take me fishing. And one day he decided to take me fishing. Him and my aunt, they took me fishing, and we sat on the side of the road, sat on the bucket, and we caught a bunch of perch. We caught catfish, all sorts of things on some worms. And once I caught my first fish, my aunt looked at me and she said, "Now, you know you got to take that fish off that hook, right?" So I laughed, I took the fish off the hook, and after I caught my first fish, they refused to put the worm on my hook the second time. So they forced me to learn how to put my worm on. They forced me to learn how to take the fish off the hook. And they also taught me how to catch my first fish. So that was my first memory of fishing, is fishing on the side of the road, sitting on a bucket with my aunt and my uncle. So I would say fishing has taught me a lot. It helped shape me and mold me into the person that I am today. It taught me a lot about patience. It taught me a lot about trying over and over and over again. You know, on that first cast, you may not catch a fish. On that second cast, you may not catch a fish. But if you just keep on casting, eventually you're going to get rewarded. And if you look at that on the aspect of life, if you just keep trying, no matter how hard, no matter how many times it takes, just keep trying, and eventually you're going to reap the benefits and you're going to get that reward. So I get asked a lot by people that may not fish a lot or may have never caught a fish at all, how does it feel to catch a fish? Whenever you go out there fishing, you go out with a game plan. You have this idea of what they're going to bite on. So you get all this flashy tackle, you tie it on your line, and you get out there and you're just trying different things. And it's almost like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. Once you get that puzzle in place, you see the whole picture, and it's very rewarding. And that's kind of how it is with fishing. You get out there, you have all these different tactics that you're using, and Mother Nature is throwing you all kind of different conditions that you have to figure it out. So figuring out the problem, figuring out what it is that's going to get you those fish, I think that's what's so rewarding about it, because you put in the work, you put in the time, you put in the resources and the studying to try to catch some of these fish. And once you do, it's just a very, very rewarding feeling.
All right, buddy.
So the emotions that I get whenever I'm fighting a fish, it's very interesting, because there's so many things going on in your head at one time that it's almost like a bowl of Skittles. You have so many different flavors and colors in it that you don't know what's going on. So a lot of times when I'm fighting that fish and I see a bass or a redfish, it could be my personal best. It may be the biggest fish that I caught for the year. You just don't know until you get them to the boat sometimes. So it's just a lot of different emotions. It's not one emotion that's going on, but I know one emotion for sure. When you do, and I say when because if you fish long enough, it will happen. When you do lose that fish, regardless if it's a big one or a small one, the one emotion that you're going to feel is very, very upset. So fishing means a lot to me. And when I get asked that question of what does fishing mean to me, one of the easiest answers I can give people is that it means everything. Fishing gives me life, it gives me motivation, it gives me the the will to want to just, keep going forward step by step, day by day. And I say that because fishing itself is very therapeutic. To have that opportunity to go out there in Mother Nature and enjoy what Houma, Louisiana has to offer, it's a very, very relaxing and free experience. You don't have to pay anybody to get out here and just enjoy the water, to enjoy the trees, to enjoy the breeze, and to just enjoy the scenery that we have in the marsh and in the lakes that we have down here. Our region is so special because it's so rich. It's rich with history, it's rich with just everything that Mother Nature provides for us. You can go out here and come fishing, and it's like you can catch bass, redfish, speckled trout, blue crabs, crawfish, all that in one general area. There's not too many places you can go in the world and catch all those different species of fish and crustaceans and actually enjoy yourself. So I think that's one of the biggest things about our region, is that we have an abundance of fish, we have an abundance of resources, but it's so diverse. So if you're a first-time traveler here to Houma, Louisiana, my best piece of advice for you is to check out the Explore Houma Visitor Center, and you can get all the information and details about what we have here to offer as far as activities, restaurants, charter captains to go hop in a boat and catch all the kind of fish you want. There's even alligator farms you can visit. There's so many different things that you can do here in Houma, Louisiana. And if you check out the Explore Houma Visitor Center, I'm sure you'll find everything that you need. So y'all get out there, enjoy the wildlife, enjoy Mother Nature. And if you're feeling down and out, just go fishing and maybe you'll find your way back home.